Moving on to episode 2. So at Mercy Point, when Callum is in this army, this school, so that he can, you know, make a change from the inside, I guess, there's like so much racism that just makes me feel so completely uncomfortable. The fact that somebody peed on Callum's bed where he had to sleep on the floor because someone did that, and it's just disgusting to me. It was just horrible. So I'm glad that they were able to showcase racism and not have it filtered. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it was not filtered, so that was great about it. Yes, oh my god. So I don't know if it's in this episode, but the hair obviously, like, in our society, that, you know, long hair, Caucasian hair is the standard of beauty, or but like it showcased, like, Callum's hair was in braids, in like a African kind of, I don't want to say African because I'm, you know, in kind of like a braids with a little top knot kind of thing at the bottom. And then also I think her name's Elaine. She's also one of the Noughts ladies that's gone to Mercy Point. She had a style, an African style, so it kind of made me feel like, wow, the standard of beauty is you know, African beauty, you know. So that's what I thought was quite interesting to see, and yeah, and just, it was just nice to see, in my opinion. I feel like the connection between Sephi and Callum, when they're at the I don't know, it's probably like another party, but they touch hands. That was just amazing from behind each other. I thought that was just so sweet, and just to show that their connection, that was steamy for me, you know. I love things like that where, you know, they have a secret love basically, and, you know, it's done in a stylized way. We don't need to see everything, you know. We don't need to see, like, you know what I'm saying. We just need to feel the passion, and that's what I feel like was really shown, which is, you know, great to you guys who you know, great, which is great to the people who created it and made that decision. Yeah, there's a statue of an African woman in the middle of the city, which I thought that was quite cool, because it's like, you know, there's loads of statues of very noble men in the UK and stuff, and what they did for the war and stuff, and it's just interesting to see the parallel showing an African mama, you know, statue. And that's what they in this society, in Noughts and Crosses society, they respect, you know. That was quite interesting to see. Yeah, it was nice to see the contrast between the siblings. So obviously Sephi and Minerva, their relationship is quite odd, you know. They're both different, they don't really understand each other. Sephi's about, probably in my eyes, more activism, and Minerva's more about herself, and she's comfortable with the lifestyle that she's living, you know, being in this society, you know, having black privilege, you know. I've never said that word before, black privilege. I mean, other than earlier, but I think it's quite interesting to see that in this society. And then Callum and Jude, their relationship, they're like really, you know, strong bond between the two, and yeah, they both understand the life that they're living, you know. They have a cause basically to fight, which is obviously racism and having equal opportunity, and both of them understand where they're coming from. They just do it in a different way. Jude obviously doesn't respect that he's that Callum is in Mercy Point, you know, in this school where, you know, they don't really have any majority of Noughts basically, so they're just doing it from a different way. And then Jude is obviously a part of the LM, trying to recruit himself about the LM, but they're both going for the same cause. They're going for the same cause, but they're going different ways. So they're both fighting for the same cause, but they're going different ways basically. They're doing it in different ways. Accents. So my view on the accents, yeah, was quite interesting. So Kamal has a more RP accent, and he's like, you know, the head, he's a prime minister. I understand for the audience to understand that he is higher status and he has a different class, you know, upper class, I understand. But it would have been interesting to see him, to see what his accent would be in an upper class African man, do you know what I'm saying, you know? So there's that, with that language thing, I was a bit, Sephi's language is more obviously of the, you know, South African accent, which is really perfect, which is great, you know. But it was a bit weird that she was the one with a South African accent. Minerva had a different accent, which was more like, you know, RP. And so is Jasmine as well. So it was a bit like, I'm not really too sure, do you know what I'm saying? So it would have been nice to hear what middle class African people sound like, and go delve into that. That would have been quite interesting to see that. Oh my gosh, so the international kind of club, that I thought that was perfect. That was beautiful. The fact that Sephi and Callum actually have a place where they can stay and be safe, you know. Poor girl Elaine, who's a naught girl, she basically slept with this guy who is a cross, and he doesn't even support her when they're taking the mick out of her, do you know what I mean? Like, so the naught guy who Elaine slept with in this place, this interracial place, I think it's called Onitemi. I can't say, I probably, like, you know, pronouncing it wrong, but yeah, he doesn't, you know, support her, you know, when they've been taking the mickey out of her. And I just thought that, you know, that's really, really sad. They had that intimate time together, they made love, and, you know, he still didn't support her. You know, he was sticking by his cross side, and that was disgusting to me. I was just like, girl, I feel sorry for you, boo.